My next task is to cut out the old panel. Now, in order to make sure I don't cut too much out and that I leave enough of this quarter panel and an overlap, I'm going to mark where to cut. This will ensure that there's enough metal there to fit the new panel. I have to be very careful because the wiring for the lights here are running through the box section behind, so I have to make sure I don't nick them either. This is where we go past the point of no return. Didn't quite make it on the one disc. Is it a clean cut? Good enough? In the debris lodged behind this panel, I found this extension, which had fallen in from my toolbox into the boot, and this 13 socket. It's always the first one to lose. I've cleaned all that down with the wire wheel on the grinder, and now I'm going to kind of pry out the join of the old panel to the body of the car with a chisel. And I'll flap wheel down all the old spot welds, so I should be able to just peel it all off. This looks like a good place to start because the metal is raised off the body already. I've that all cleaned up and all the bad bits removed. Now I'm cutting repair sections from the old panel that was removed from the car, and I'm forming them here, held in the vise, and they'll be made into sections that will fit into here. So I've left this tab here as a guide, but I'll actually remove that. And just mark out the edge. I'm leaving this edge, which will be underneath, long, and then I can cut it later. That fits it almost perfect. I've just got a little high spot there which I'll file down. And that should weld in there pretty tidy. I've removed the tab here that I was using as a guide. So I'll just weld in a couple of little tacks to hold it there and then join all those up. I have the first one welded in now, and a few little tack welds fitting up the second one. I now have to join these the same as that. I've temporarily bolted up the repair panel so that I can see the sections that I need to replace on the top. I'm going to try and cut this piece from here because it already has a little bit of a curve on the left. That's all my repair sections welded in. So next I'm going to paint all this and then put the repair panel on over it and spot weld it in. I have my wiring all back into place. I have holes drilled in the new panel to weld through, and I've used a weld through primer on all the overlapping edges where I'll be welding, so that when they're sealed up, they'll be protected from rust from the inside. That's coming together really nicely. I've done these ones here, and I'm about to do these ones on the way down now. And that's my rear panel welded in. I've tidied up the welds and put a temporary coat of paint on it.